Welcome. You've got dads.
Why, hello everyone! I'm your lovely host Innocent, and welcome back to Dream Daddy! Last episode we got to figure out Hugo's weird obsession with wrestling, and we're gonna just jump right in and do the final date to get all of his ending. What? We're going to get one of his endings. Okay, anyway. Ever since the first night at Charcutie's Pies, Hugo and I have made a point out to visit weekly for trivia night. Real Monsters has come in first place ever since, despite Provolone 2, The Lost in New York's continual efforts to dethrone us. I've been able to do a complete overhaul of the interior of my car, thanks to all of Phil's Auto Care gift cards we received. Air fresheners, car changers, chargers, you name it. Amanda's riding in the lap of luxury. Aside from trivia nights, I don't actually get to see Hugo a lot. The end of the school year is coming up, and he seems to be having a lot of trouble dealing with the stress of teaching. I should do something nice for him. Maybe help him take his mind off some screaming teenagers. Books? He likes books, but I have no idea where to even start with that. He probably reads more books a month than I've read in the past year. I know he's really into wrestling, but he's been reluctant to talk about it since he showed me his wrestling room. I know he's kind of shy about it, but maybe... whatever, let's roll the dice. I think I have a plan. Alright, folks, looks like we finally have the points tallied, and we're ready to announce the winners! You know who else is a winner? Me, because I finally just seen how beautiful and loving my wife is! A few weeks ago, all the regulars staggered an intervention for Quizmaster Quinn. We sat down in a circle and told him we wanted to see him better his love life. He agreed and started going to couples therapy with his wife, and the last time he told us that they adopted a dog together. I love you forever, my Quizmaster Queen! I can't tell which version of Quizmaster Quinn I prefer.
Oh.
There were things to like and dislike about both, huh? And the winner is, for the fourth week in a row, All Real Monsters! You and I cheer our small slices of cambray, and I go up to accept our gift card, along with the uncomfortable long hug from Quizmaster Quinn. May All Real Monsters reign for be as long as wonderful as my marriage is to my beautiful wife. We make our celebration round of high fives to the rest of the team, and sit down to finish our cheese board, savoring every last bit of beret with pesto and tomato slices. Hey, I got a surprise for you. For me? Yeah, and for once it isn't more cheese.
Oh
well, if you think you can somehow top that, be my guest. I pull out a book that I've carefully hidden in one of my pockets and slide it over to Hugo. Oh. Hugo picks up the book and reads a title aloud. Harry Butt's Crapper Keeper? I wanted to get you a book, but I figured you probably already own every classical piece of literature, so I thought this would be fun for when you're pooping. Hugo laughs. You should flip through it. Hugo looks at me and raises an eyebrow. After flipping through a couple of pages, he finally comes across a small gift I strategically hid inside.
Oh!
You're kidding me! Hugo looks around, worried that he made a scene. He leans in.
Hey!
You're kidding me! Hugo pulls out the wrestling tickets I hid inside of the Crapper's Keeper. This is to the World Federation of Wrestling Pro Slam Series! You've been working so hard lately, I thought you'd like them. Like them? I love this, thank you! But wait, there's two. Yeah, figured we could go together.
What?
You'd go with me? Heck yeah! You need to explain the finer points of wrestling to me, though. Hugo gets up, walks around the table, and effortlessly picks me up in a big bear hug. Has he been this strong the whole time? Thank you. I let a little squeak to say, kinda, you're welcome. Perfect. It's the night of the Power Slam. Hugo shows up on my doorstep in a loud, oversized wrestling tee. He's a little blushy and extremely cute. We drive about an hour to another city for the big event. Hugo spends the entire ride teaching me the basics of wrestling and the terminology I need to know. So it's fake, right? Well, yes and no. While wrestling and the act of hurting other wrestlers is fake, the work requires remarkable athleticism and oftentimes results in actual injury. Those people are getting hurt, sure, but not in the way we're led to believe. Historically, wrestling, as we know it today, was created by carnival workers to fix gambling and let people who actually believed it to be real would bet on these matches that were called marks. That we know that it technically is fake, but still choose to suspend our disbelief and makes us smart marks. So I should be watching for the acrobats. And the tension and the drama and even the storylines. I think that anything or anyone can tell a good story. You just have to look for the story. Even something like what we're about to experience will tell a phenomenal, sometimes underrated story despite the ridiculous premise. Wow. What? I just really wouldn't have pegged you for such a huge wrestling fan. Nobody does. I get it. I'm the button-down teacher type. I like poetry and art history. I write dissertations on heavy tomes by Russian authors for fun. But I like wrestling. It's a big part of who I am, not because I'm considered kind of lowbrow. I feel like I can't share it with anybody because they'll just make fun of me. Till now? Hugo smiles to himself.
Hey!
Till now. Hugo and I enter the stadium and are directed to the upper level. After grabbing some snacks, we make our way up to the set of stairs. The further up we go, the more my heart sinks. I thought we had gotten good seats, but by the point of the ring looks like a postage stamp. We finally settle into our spots and wait for the match to start. I'm sorry, I thought I got us tickets on the lower level. I look over to Hugo, who apparently didn't even hear me. He's vibrating with excitement.
Yes.
This is so cool! I guess he doesn't mind. I have to admit, I've been too embarrassed to come to one of these since I was a kid. I've just realized I kind of slipped into my Damien voice for him. Oh well. What's there to be embarrassed about? Everyone here loves wrestling. Plus, who are we going to see that we know? We're like an hour out of Maple Bay. I guess you're right. So what do we have to look forward to tonight? Oh man, the lineup is stacked. All of the matches are going to be great, but the one I'm really looking forward to is the Eastern Dragons match. The Eastern Dragon? Yeah, he used to wrestle as Pablo Escobar. Brawl. But I guess he eventually had to change it. Wrestler names are weird. He's actually an Iranian guy from Utah. Oh, so that's what your shirt is from. Yeah, I've been following this guy since his debut as an indie wrestling league, and it's been amazing to see him rise through the ranks and into the professionals. Who's he up against? The corporate shill. Technique-wise, I don't think he's that good of a wrestler, and I don't even think the fans like him. Certainly an interesting character, though. The stadium lights dim and the crowd starts screaming. Butt rock blasts through the sound system, and some pyrotechnics set off around the ring. Ladies and gentlemen, the sold-out crowd of Mill Creek, Massachusetts! Who's ready to power slam? Hugo and I scream. We watch two wrestlers, a Southern Dandy and Johnny Snowman, walk out to the even more butt rock. Southern Dandy mixes and drinks mint julep. Right before the match, the crowd eats it up. Sorry, I noticed the music. Don't mind me. The Southern Dandy's from Maine. Is Johnny Snowman not from North Pole? He's from Georgia, actually. After a long match, Johnny Snowman, who dresses up like a muscular elf, does what Hugo calls a German suplex on the Southern Dandy. What did I just watch? It's like Death Ballet, where oily, muscular dudes hug each other to the point of exhaustion. You're not wrong. Wrestling is a sport of communication. All these guys train together to know not only how to perform moves, but how to respond to them. It allows them to look like they're really being hurt, but it only kind of hurts. The crowd cheers as Johnny Snowman pins the Southern Dandy as is announced the winner. The next match features a wrestler named Generation Y2K who comes out looking like a hipster barista. He takes selfies with the fans on the way up to the ring and pauses at everyone to post it on Instagram. He's really playing up the millennial thing, huh? He's sort of the boogeyman to the old-time wrestling fans. His opponent, the old-timer, walks out. Ow. The crowd seems to be divided on who they're rooting for. The old-timer pulls a pretty sweet moves after he takes out a walking cane from under the stage and beats Generation Y2K over his head with it. Up against the ropes, Generation Y2K blinds the old-timer with a flash on his camera phone and is able to pin him to win the match. He takes a celebratory selfie with the unconscious opponent. During a break, Hugo and I leave to refill from the concession stand. We wind our way through the cluster of wrestling fans to get in line. So, what do you think so far? It's actually really cool. This is amazing. Why didn't I get into wrestling sooner? You know, I'm kind of surprised. I was sort of expecting the crowd to just be a bunch of aggressive, sweaty older guys, but it's so diverse. You even see a bunch of families with their kids. Everyone just looks super happy to be here. Oh, yeah, that's how I got into wrestling. When I was a kid, my dad used to take me and my brothers to matches all the time. There's one gaggle of kids loitering in the corner that are exceptionally loud, even over the din of the stadium. Looking closer, I can't help but feel like these kids seem familiar. Oh god, I know these kids. They're Hugo's students. So don't turn around when I tell you this, but some of your students are here. Hugo immediately tenses up. Oh my god, I can't let them see me here. They'll never listen to me ever again. I position myself between kids and Hugo, hoping that I can act as a human shield. I glance over at the group of children again, and I recognize that Colin kid. He kicks one of his friends in the shin and laughs. Man, that Colin kid is a piece of work. Colin? If he sees me here, he'll never let it go. He's a master manipulator. We have to get back to the relative safety of our seats. What's the plan? This is a sneaking mission. Gotta be sneaky if we're gonna get back in that ring unscathed. How quiet are you? I've gotten pretty good at sneaking up on students who are texting under their desks during class, so I can be pretty quiet if needed. Perfect. We just need to find some cover and hide behind it as we navigate back to our seats. Where to? Quick, get inside of my shirt. What? There's no time to explain, just trust me. I lift up my shirt and pull it down over Hugo, his body flush against mine. I start shuffling us towards the door. A few people stare at us, but nobody can tell it's Hugo. At this point, Hugo is nestled against me. It's actually kind of nice. Once we get closer to the ring, he shimmies out of my shirt.
Hey!
Well, it worked. Somehow. Hugo and I sit down and breathe a huge sigh of relief. That was close. Now we can hide out for the rest of the night and enjoy ourselves in the comfort of anonymity within a large crowd. The lights dim again.
Ah!
Oh, this is the match we've been waiting for! The corporate shill walks out to elevator music. He's wearing a three-piece suit and sunglasses. Once he gets to the ring, he takes off his sunglasses and rips the sleeves off of his suit jacket and flexing his arms for the crowd. One of the people from his entourage produces a graph chart and sets it up in the center of the ring. The corporate shill grabs a microphone. I got a message from Easter Dragon. If you'll refer to the graph in the center of the ring, you'll see a quarterly project of how much I'm about to kick your ass. The whole crowd erupts. Now, if you'll direct your attention to the Jumbotron, we'll look up to the PowerPoint presentation titled Kicking the Eastern Dragon's Ass, a Key Performance Indicators. The corporate shill takes a laser pointer and gives a lengthy presentation on just how and why he'll defeat Eastern Dragon. He showcases several well-utilized clip art graphics. That was informative. The lights dim again, and a pan flute music plays. I think it's a pan flute. I'm actually not sure if I know what a pan flute sounds like. The Eastern Dragon walks out to cheers from the crowd. Aren't pan flutes a Central America thing? Hugo shrugs. Wrestling. The Eastern Dragon stands outside of the ring and grabs the microphone. Corporate shill, it's nice to see you again. More cheers from the crowd. That was a good presentation. The clip art was a very nice touch. He points to the corporate shill menacingly. I'm looking forward to a nice and exciting match. The crowd doesn't really know what to do here. He's not the best at trash talk, but I promise he's one of the most talented wrestlers you'll ever see. The match starts, and it's just as exciting as Hugo hyped it up to be. The Eastern Dragon performs some ridiculous aerial stunts that make me concerned for his safety. He does what Hugo calls a moonsault from the top rope onto the corporal shill. The air in the stadium is electric as these two athletes lock arms and try to demolish one another. I can't help but get into it. The corporate shill pile drives the Eastern Dragon, who looks passed out in the center of the ring. He climbs up to the top rope and motions to the cheering crowd. No, he's about to do his finishing move, the corporate ladder. The corporate shill poses at the top of the ropes. The Eastern Dragon still isn't moving. Could this be the end for the young career? Get up, Eastern Dragon!
Ah!
You can do it, Eastern Dragon! The carpet chill launches off the tight ropes. In a huge arc, he brings his elbow down on the Eastern Dragon with a full force of Fortune 500 companies putting in local vendors out of business. The carpet chill pins the Eastern Dragon down. The match ends. Hugo sinks into his chair. Man, you should have won that. I sit down with Hugo. What a match. It was amazing. I think I'm a fan of wrestling now. Hugo looks over at me and our eyes catch. I'm glad. The event goes on and we have a little downtime before the next match. We decide to just relax in our seats to avoid the middle schoolers. It's unlikely they would ever notice us in the upper level nosebleeds. I look up the Jumbotron. Oh hey, they're doing the kiss cam thing. It zooms in on a bunch of cute couples who all do a quick smooch to raunchous cheers from the crowd. Aw, that's so nice. And then it zooms in on Hugo and I.
Huh?
What? What? What are we doing here? I look over at Hugo and see the same mortified expression on his face. The entire crowd is chanting and neither of us know what to do. Give the crowd what they want. I slowly lean in, awkward tilting my head. Cheers from the crowd erupt all around me. I look up to the Jumbotron to see a couple behind us making out full force. Oh. Hugo and I turn beet red and sink back into our chairs. So much for laying low, I guess. The rest of the match thankfully goes off without an incident. Hugo and I eventually laugh off the kiss cam and get back to wrestling. After the show ends, he convinces me to hang back and let the rest of the crowd exit so that we wouldn't risk running into Colin and his awful group of friends. By the time Hugo and I walk back out to his car, most of the wrestling fans have cleared out. The parking lot is surprisingly empty, save for a beat-up car parked a few spots down from us. We warily keep an eye out for any stray middle schoolers, and we hang out by my car. Man, that was an experience.
Hey!
Right. It's one thing to watch it on TV, but to be there in person, it's just... wow. Thank you. Again, I would have never gotten to experience this if it weren't for you. It's just me and Hugo in front of my car in an empty parking lot. I look down. Kinda funny about the kiss cam, huh? Yeah, it was super funny. But neither of us are smiling. We look into each other's eyes and I can feel warmth radiating from my cheeks. We stare at each other for just a little bit too long. Hey, cool shirt! I turn around to see a guy in a hoodie. Ooh. And basketball shorts walking up to us. A duffel bag slung over his shoulder. I haven't seen one of those in years.
Whoa!
Oh my god. Yeah, I got it from a trade with this guy from Street Smarks Net. Oh, I love that website. Someone always posts these awesome, super detailed breakdowns of the matches in indie circuit. Have you seen those? The name's like J something. JD Slamminger? Yeah, that's him. Those are my write-ups. You're JD Slamminger? You're kidding me. Oh man, I'm such a huge fan of your work. It's so nice to meet you. The man vigorously shakes hands with Hugo.
Oh.
I'm honored. Oh man, I wish I could stay and chat. I have so many questions. But I'll PM you on the forums if you ever want to talk shop. Absolutely. The man starts walking away. Hugo coughs nervously to get his attention again. Is there any chance you could sign my shirt? The guy turns around and beams. Sure thing. Wait. It all finally clicks into place for me. You're the Eastern Dragon! I love your work! Thank you, man. The Eastern Dragon signs Hugo shirts, waves goodbye, and walks to his car. I stand there with my mouth open the entire time. That was the Eastern Dragon!
Ah!
He likes my work. Dude, you're like friends with the Eastern Dragon now. He's gonna PM me. Hugo and I high five. He's so excited he's shaking. Mr. Vega? Oh, man. Colin and his cronies just pop out of nowhere. Oh, no, here we go.
What?
Colin, nice to see you and your friends all the way out here. What are you doing here? I don't see a library anywhere near us. I was watching the Power Slam series with my friend. Mr. Vega likes wrestling? What a fart knocker. Actually, that's pretty cool. Shut up, dickweed. Oh, man, that's actually right as hell. Who were you just talking to? Probably one of your stupid book nerd friends. Actually, he was talking to his good buddy, the Eastern Dragon. All of Colin's friends gasp. Guys, come on, he's lying. There's no way the Eastern Dragon would hang out with these losers.
Oh.
Oh, yeah? How did I get his autograph, then? Colin's friends lose their minds, screaming their heads off. Colin is red with anger. See you in class, bitch. You can't say that! Who's gonna believe you? Hugo and I hop into the car, to the tune of the children screaming. We laugh all the way home. Hugo and I descend the stairs of his home, walking into the wrestling man cave, where we both crack a beer. We're both winding down after an exciting evening. So if you were a wrestler, what would your persona be? Hugo answers immediately.
Oh.
JD Slamminger, my form name. I gotta represent my literary roots. My costume would be a tweed coat, and my finishing move would be a catcher in the eye, where I poke my opponent's eyes out and call them a phony. Wow.
Oh.
I've given it a lot of thought. What about you? Huh. It would be... Mario Brawltally. Mario Brawltally. I came out in bright orange Crocs and my hair in a ponytail, and I wield my slotted spoon. My finishing move is don't forgetting my spaghetti, where I pin my opponent and force feed them my delicious homemade meatballs. I'm just now realizing that I don't know any actually wrestling moves. You know, I could teach you some. I smirk. In bed? You're gonna teach me wrestling in bed? Because I'll be down for that. I'm game. Hugo and I square up in the center of the room, ready to go at it. I'll go easy on you. On Mario Brawltally? Absolutely not. And before I know it, I'm on the floor. Hugo wraps the legs around me and squeezes. I can't move.
Oh.
This is a figure 4 lock. If I were an appalling full force right now, you would be in extreme pain. He effortlessly twists around again and grabs my arm. Good lord, he's strong! Any movements on my end is useless. And this is an armbar. You're... pretty good.
Oh.
You can tap out anytime you like. Not a chance! Hugo flips around one last time on top of me. He hooks his arm under my leg and presses his body down on my chest. And this is me pinning you. Our faces are inches apart right now. I can't tell if I'm breathing heavily because of the physical activity or because of something else. Go for it. I lean forward and kiss Hugo, who seems just as surprised as I am. I pull back, a little embarrassed, but he kisses me again. He slowly releases his submission hold in me and cradles my face in his hands. He presses his forehead against mine as we laugh. I guess we both win. Guess so. I pull him back for another kiss. Do you have any more moves you want to show me? I think I might have a few. Wink wonk! Wink wonk! Anyway.
I'm JK rolling with delight.
Not again. No, fuck you. Alright, I got an Asiago getter. Let's go. And a sound! Quizmaster! Who's ready for a crazy graduation party? You don't have to be on right now, Quinn. It's just a party. What do you mean? It's, you know what? Keep that energy. Hold it close. You deserve it. Just like me and my loving wife deserve happiness, right? You know what? Fuck you, Brian. I turn to see Ernest, looking like he has something to say. Hey, Ernest. Thanks for being nice to my dad. Whoa. People are really mean to him sometimes. I mean, I guess I am too. But, he seems happy when you're around, so, that's cool. Well, geez, Ernest. I don't know what to say. You know, I think people got you pegged wrong. You got a soft side. If you tell anyone I told you that, I'm gonna set your trash can on fire. There it is. Also, you don't know me. Before I can respond, Ernest walks away, a cloud of vapor trailing behind him. Oh, that was at least a little pleasant. Party starts to wind down. I take a seat on our back porch step. The sun is setting and everyone seems to have eaten their fill. Amanda wanders over and sits down next to me. I get a picture of us together. We're crying. I take a seat next to Hugo as the last guests make their way out of the party. Cool shirt.
Hey.
Thanks. It reminds me of a special night. So the secret's out, huh? Hugo likes wrestling? You know, I was really nervous to come here dressed like this, but everybody in the neighborhood they were nothing but accepting of me and my hobbies. It turns out that Craig is a huge fan too. And Colin told everyone at school that I'm into wrestling, but it's actually backfired on him. The kids have weird sort of respect for me now. A few of them even asked me to sponsor for the wrestling club. Not the Olympic wrestling. The wrestling that I like. I actually like both, but there's an important distinction, and I think you know which one I'm talking about. See, just goes to show you there's nothing wrong about being open about what you like. I agree. And as long as I'm being open, I'm also a huge fan of a very handsome dads who throws great parties for their kids and who love a good word jumble. I blush. And I'm a big fan of... Quick, think of something clever. Hugo's? This Hugo especially. Hugo laughs.
Oh.
He drapes arm around my shoulder and pulls me closer. He plants a soft kiss on my forehead. I'm happy here. Me too. Hugo and I watch the sun dip below the horizon together. Hey, do you think maybe later you could show me some new wrestling moves?
Oh.
Innocent, how about I show you my pump handle pile driver? I can't help but giggle. What's that? You'll see. Wink wonk, wink wink wonk. Alright, that was Hugo's route. Wow, that was a lot cuter than I thought it would be. Oh my god. I actually personally like wrestling, mainly from my own father. He really likes wrestling. Oh, what's the spin-up gonna be? What's the spin-up gonna be? Nice. Nice. I'm okay with this. Anyway, this is so much fun. Hugo's was really cute. Now we have, what, 3 more to go? Yeah, I think we have 3 more to go. And then we'll be done dating every single dad. Damn. Going through this quickly, aren't we? Alright. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you had a wonderful time, and I hope to see you all so very soon. Peace out. Bye-bye!